Morning, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for clicking on this video and thank you very much for taking time out to watch me do what I do. Hey, I've been up since 5 and the time is almost 8 o'clock. But anywho, how you guys doing? Welcome back. Those that are new here, thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you won't be a stranger. And in order not to be a stranger, please subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell so that you're notified every time I drop a new video. I did review the Anastasia Beverly Hills Impeccable. Yeah, Impeccable Blurring Second Skin Matte Foundation. I got mine in a shade 8 and I don't know if you guys be able to see that. I use this first. What is that noise? Anyway, I used this foundation yesterday. It was more so like a first impressions. You know, I have the worst neighbors ever. On a Sunday morning, trying to take me out my spirit. I'm not gonna do it. Sorry, apologies for the interruption in programming. But yes, as I mentioned, for the umpteenth time, I did a first impressions yesterday. So today we're gonna do a wear test. Hopefully you won't be able to hear the disruption that is my neighbors. And I'm gonna try to be Zen Riches this morning, okay? I'm gonna be Zen. These neighbors are not gonna get the best of me on a Sunday morning. Okay, we're supposed to be praising the Lord. I'm going to get my face ready, do my eyes and everything. When it comes to the application of the foundation, I'll then speak on it and then we could take it from there. So I'm gonna see you guys in a bit, okay? I'm just gonna get this eyes in check, so yeah. So my lovelies, I am back and the eyes are done. Very similar to the last video, so I didn't think I needed to really show what I'm doing. You guys should know. If you're new to the channel, get to know. So yeah, this is going to be my first primer. Also, I've done all my skincare already. If you have any questions on that, please let me know down below. Nice and plump. Okay, so I'm going to go into Dennis & Meyrick's Water Powder Serum, and this is just gonna go in the center. My pores are much larger. Not necessarily a pore filling primer, but I just feel like it just smooths this area a bit. My skin may not look like it's getting better, but the feel of it is so supple, so smooth. So I think my skincare routine is doing bits. I'm just gonna let that dry down for like a couple seconds. So both primers are on the skin and they settle quite well. Again, if you're new to my channel, I like to go into concealer first before I go into foundation. So I'm going to go into my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Cocoa. I just stumbled upon this shade. I like the neutralness of the shade. I just wanted to show you guys this just in case it looks like, okay, so it looks like I'm manipulating the foundation. No, I just like to go in with this step first before actually going into my foundation. So I'm going to blend out the concealer. I'm using a BK Beauty brush. Now for the foundation itself, 2 pumps. Yeah, the first pump goes on, but the second pump doesn't really pump. I'm not quite sure why, but we are here. This is a Joy Adenuga brush, and just saturate the brush. I don't know if it's the brush yesterday, but it soaked up a lot of that foundation. I was like, where did it go? Well, I'm just gonna make sure I blend down. Yes, she gives red, but when the foundation settles, this is what I mean, I need another pump. So technically 2.5 pumps. When she kind of like settles down, the foundation, I mean, you do see the neutral undertone, but it just goes on a bit warm. Like any matte foundation, it will slightly oxidize, but the initial application is very warm and it's very annoying. Deep does not mean red. Deep does not mean orange. Like, please, let's get it together. Do you see how the neutralness of the concealer kind of like allows the foundation to kind of like, in a way, blend color wise, so it's not just full on Oompa Loompa or giving Oompa Loompa. But anyway, so I'm gonna go into an Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. This is a Magic Touch concealer in the shade 16. This concealer is so good. It's full coverage, it's creamy, it's long lasting, blendable. It's literally all the things, as in like Anastasia did something with this concealer. Is this 16? Oh, this is 18. Why am I using 18? Who said that? I was thinking the shade was a bit deep. Not deep, but like the shade that was intended. So I'm gonna go into 16 just to kind of brighten it up a bit, just under the eyes really. So this is 16. That's that. Ooh, shoulders. So I'm gonna go into my little Milk contour stick because this is much deeper than my Dior. So I'm really just gonna build that up and just add a bit more depth here and here and there. Let's put a bit here. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend this in. Use liquid blush today. Going in with my Dahlia from Juvia's Place. Oh, she much on this side. We're here, babe. Wipe off the excess of that because it's just a bit too much. Anyway, a new brush from Danessa Myricks. Nice little fresh brush. I love a brush with a slant. And then these parts on, it's gonna take forever to use this one. I'm gonna go into my Hourglass brush to blend out the larger areas. This brush is nice and soft. Let me blend out my concealer and I'll come back when everything's kind of like set. You know my routine in regards to my powders that I use. If there's anything that changes, I'll let you know. So let me go ahead and do this and I'll get back to you. See you in a bit. So my lovelies, I am back, and as you can see, the face is done, outfit is on. I'm feeling very corporate. But anyway, let me show you the time. The time is 9:08, but so far so good. The face is looking stunning. I only use Fix Plus spray as well as the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second mist. Yes, are we feeling it? We're feeling it. I love it. I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye. Well, wait, stay tuned because I'll be back. Hey my lovelies, I am back. It has been a long day and I'm so tired. And I almost slept off. I was actually watching a documentary on Discovery Plus over here in the UK. And it's the fall of Diddy. I don't know if like I'm even allowed to say that on YouTube, you know, I just don't want to be like... Anyway, it's neither here nor there. So yeah, I am back and this is what my face is looking like. The only thing that I did was apply lippy because obviously I've eaten and probably that's what made me feel sleepy actually. This is what the face looks like. What? Hello? The way the skin has like settled, it does look a bit warm, and it could be the blush part as well. That's why today when I used my setting powders, I went in with one size, the dark deep setting powder, because I know that won't pull too warm. And I also used the Sweet Honey setting powder from Laura Mercier. As I mentioned in a previous video, when I did wear it and I kind of did like a swatch test to see how far it would oxidize, and it oxidized very slightly. As time went on, as the foundation was airing out, the neutral undertone of the foundation actually came through. I will say this glow is coming from the blush that I used, which was the Juvia's Place liquid blush in the shade Dahlia. But other than that, the face is looking stunning, honey. Oh yeah, I even showed you the time. I actually jumped on here about, how long have we been filming? About 5 minutes. So let's say give and take, it was actually 4:10. Got off of here at 9:08, so we're gonna push that just a bit forward to 9:10. So if I calculate, because obviously it makes it easier to round it up. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. It looks like we have a good 7 hours of wear. In most cases, 2 to 3 hours is good enough to kind of like give a verdict on a wear test. But if you are planning to maybe use this foundation for work or something like that, depending on the steps you take to prep your skin, 7 hours worth of wear, and this is what the face is looking like. And the face is not half bad. I like this foundation, but I'm very, very intrigued to find out how this foundation will do in the summer, because right now it is cold, but I was moving around and running around and all that stuff. There was just a lot going on this morning. But yeah, for the face to look like this, and my oily parts here are not even, they're not even oiling. So I'm just going to quickly read some claims off of the Anastasia Beverly Hills website. So these are the claims. It's a velvet matte medium to full coverage foundation with a natural second skin finish, long wearing up to 12 hours and water resistant. It's weightless, which I can attest to that. Very, very light on the skin. My skin doesn't feel like cloggy, if that makes sense, like you're wearing something. Weightless, water-based formula effortlessly blends and builds. Hydrates skin with hyaluronic acid to maintain plump, bouncy skin. Blurs and smooths and minimizes pores pores, fine lines, and wrinkles and textures. In regards to that, I have texture, I have pores, and in a way, I mean, it's all about prep. It's just gonna minimize the appearance of pores. Next couple claims are visibly even skin tone and mask discoloration, redness and blemishes. It says non-slip, non-cakey formula, doesn't melt, separate or settle into lines. It also hasn't faded as well in regards to coverage, so that's another thing to know. It says non-flashback formula doesn't self-set or oxidize for a natural finish. Pairs perfectly with liquid, cream and powder finishes, ideal for all skin types, especially oily skin. Luxe custom model component, available in 20, this is the part I was talking about yesterday about the flexibility of the shades. So it claims that it's available in 25 flexible shades and undertones. Well, is it really flexible in regards to the deep skin? And the only undertone we have is neutral. Cruelty free and vegan. Oh gosh, free from a P word, gluten, mineral oil, talc, sulfates, parabens, oil and fragrance. Highlight ingredients obviously is a hyaluronic acid, which helps to provide moisture and a plumping effect. There's also this other one called Bixarelana, which helps to blur pores and imperfections. Something Tolagoki Collagen, phytoglycogen, if I'm saying it right, helps to deliver youthful radiant skin. And yeah, that's all I'm going to read on that. So you kind of get the gist of what the foundation says it will deliver and how it will appear on the skin. So as I said, I don't feel like I've lost any coverage. My nose, which would be oily normally, I've not lost any coverage there. I don't necessarily have to blot, but I kind of want to like eradicate this part here because of the blush that I'm wearing, just to kind of see if I was to blot with just my powder puff, because I would carry my powder puff with me, and with the residue that's left on the powder puff is what I'm using to kind of like go over all these areas that I would normally set. And this is what my face is looking like. I actually like this foundation, so I'm going to give it a solid, I'm going to give it the number of its shade, a nice solid 8 out of 10, because one, because I don't know how it's going to perform in a warmer environment. For oily skin, I could say that it's doing the most. I would recommend it for oily skin, again because of the shade range that is available. I would recommend it, but very loosely. I hope this was more detailed compared to my previous video where I obviously that was just like a first impression. So this is a review. I could probably go another 7 hours, but I don't necessarily want to commit myself to that. Would you try this foundation? Have you tried this foundation? Are we shade twins? Did this shade for you on me? Please let me know in the comment section below. But my lovelies, thank you so much for watching till the end. Again, for those that are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you'll be a stranger. Please subscribe to the channel, because obviously it helps the channel and it helps this review to get to others that may not know that there's a dark skin babe testing out this foundation, okay? And also turn on your notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. And to my lovelies, to my fam, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video as well. So I'm going to love you and leave you and see you guys in my next video. Bye.